Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and I'll hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, and it's Career Mode episode number 9. This is the International Roads Grand Prix. We head to roads there in the eastern Mediterranean Ocean, and it's a one-off classic, just under 160 kilometers, and while there's a little bit of undulation to it, it is ultimately a sprint race. But we're looking at a whole string of -1 race day conditions because it is cold and raining. So this is going to affect everyone in the field, not just my guys. Though it looks like we got a double negative for Vetapol, who's a little bit tired. In terms of sprinting, this is not the sprint team. Mater's got a little bit of speed, and that's it. Sepkus, not a sprinter either. So we're going to really struggle to do anything with this one. Narvaez has the top speed with Mater, so we'll be riding for those two, but it's going to be difficult to score any points on this one. We're going to skip straight to the end, as, well, don't expect any fireworks from us or really from the field, as it is ultimately just a sprint day anyway. Just under 30 kilometers left here in the race. Completely flat other than a couple small undulations all the way to the finish. Breakaway group nearly caught. They're splitting up right now in desperation to hold on. And again, I do not have a team built for this race, so not expecting much, but if we can get a top 5, that would be definitely a successful day. In addition to Narvaez and Mater, William Barta, especially with his +1, has earned the nod as being that next guy in line. Now just 2 riders left off front. 23k to go.
There's an attack in the group at the front. The pace is really
Speed things up a little bit. We're not ready to form a train just yet. Everybody's still in it other than a few riders off the back. There has been rain off and on throughout the stage, so there have been a number of crashes. And now we're getting down to it. Let's make sure we get back into a decent view here. And we see our first split here over that little climb. 16k to go now. I'm going to start pushing. I'm going to form up at about 14 and a half, I think. Here we go. Let's do it.
There's a mass crash in the back, but it doesn't look too serious.
Alright, so Narvaez, even with the -2, he's still got the best top speed. He's just got really low resistance today, though. Mater. Actually, Mater's a little bit better at that department. Maybe I should use Mater instead. He just doesn't have the speed. But I don't think Narvaez is going to last through a sprint. What about Barta? Barta's even slower. But the resistance is good today. What about flat rating? Add that in there until you get down to that last moment. Barta. Maybe I should ride for Barta. He's the freshest, even though he's not the quickest. He'll just have to come right down to the end and kind of accelerate. I'm going to do this differently than most. I can't sprint from far out. Well, if I can't sprint from far out, why would I follow Narvaez? Follow Barta. Barta's going to follow Mater. Let's see. McNulty was that next guy that I had picked. Probably a Venipole. Hiking. And Cassart, there you go. Cassart, use your gel. Already right up front, so we're going to start right off the bat with a 92 for him. 93 for him. There's the team settling in quite nicely. And Cassart's going to start putting pressure on. So it's 13k to go. King, go ahead and use your gel. Gosh, Cassart hasn't even had his gel kick in yet. And he's going to take over. Cassart ran out of energy before his gel ever kicked in. See, we're struggling to get up here. Otema and Jan Barta trying to attack. No relation. There we go. Iking's gel kicks in not long after he takes over. That's better. Alright, I'm going to pull. Let's get you ready with your gel. Iking, step it up. 48 riders. Here's that little undulation. This is kind of our best chance to really push, get a little bit of space here. $5K, and you can see they're already starting to catch up to us. I should have speed guys right now, and I just don't have any speed guys. Ulti, get ready. Mater, get ready. Oh, whoa, Mater, what just happened? Alright, 3K to go, Venipole. A little bit longer. A couple more meters. There we go. Alright, McNulty. 2.6K. It's 4 guys. Full 99s from here. Come on, McNulty. Oh, it's not working.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first of the line today?
Okay, McNulty's. Wow. So I tell him effort 99 doesn't work. And then I tell him sprint and it doesn't work. And then I don't work and get their gels. Their gels are not going to be active, I don't think. But it's going to be really tough to get something from here. But 1.5K, 4 guys, full sprint. McNulty, go, but it's going to exhaust them pretty quick. Mater, the only one, though.
Another attack. This time it could go all the way.
Mater, do your sprint. And now everybody sprint. We might squeak out a top 5 here. Mater is actually looking like the best shot right now on that. Maybe Barta. They went too soon. He's not going to get it, but Mater takes second. William Barta takes fourth. Nice. Narvaez only 8th. That was a little bit of a mess, but yeah, Mater. Not bad. He gets a podium. Second place. Barta comes on pretty strong. Got 3 guys inside the top 10. Who'd have thunk it? On sprint team. Not too shabby there. Not a win though. Can't say that it's a good result. No, you know what? For non-sprinters, podium, that is a good result. I said early on that a top 5 would have been a good result, and we did one notch better. See if that has any kind of boost. Oh, sponsor confidence drops. Oh, that's because we had another race the same day. That's right, we had the partial failure on that one. Check back in. This is another little busy period here. It's right at the end of the last episode. Yeah, Yeah, there it is. Classic Sud Ardèche. Cantor only manages the top 25 instead of the top 10. But then the Valence Drôme Classic. Cantor gets the top 3 on the expected top 5. That's why we had no sprinters at this race, because they were all at that race. Not sure why the sponsor confidence went down after getting the result, right? The day before. I mean, look at that. We got a plus for Mater's top 3. I don't know. Oh, and we finally get some sort of nod on registered riders for the first time. Logan Owen. His popularity increasing. Okay. Alright, well, so next up, Ster van Zwol. Rotterdam to Utrecht. And I do not think that this is an objective, is it? Gosh, we've had so many objectives already this season. No, our next one not till the end of the month. Alright, so perfectly flat in the Dutch lowlands without cobbles. And we do have some sprinters at this race, so we'll see how they do. Still 42 kilometers left to go in this one, but we're back just in case. You never know when something might happen. So there's 7 riders off front. They still have just under a minute, but now they're starting to fight off. And actually, Ferrari's trying to attack, really. He's not going anywhere. But the field is chasing pretty hard. I better speed up to make sure we ourselves don't get dropped. There we go. Alright, 35k. Let's speed it back up a little bit here. You can see that we are very much in urban city roads. But actually, as we approach Utrecht, it's really interesting. So just the other day, I saw a video on this and absolutely had my mind blown and was so excited by it. Now, I don't know what else the contents of the city may be, but Utrecht is amazing in what they have done to make their city not only bike friendly, but bike first. It is just amazing to see the conversion. Instead of being car first, they have taken cars off of most of the main roads through the downtown of Utrecht and made it into very wide, very friendly bike paths, and bike paths that connect to other areas where cars have to go around. There's bridges in town that are very exclusive to bikes only, that used to be car bridges. And I know, coming from Portland, we are absolutely one of the most bike friendly places in the United States. But we've got nothing on Utrecht. In fact, we've recently picked up a few of the things that they do. They've been working on this for almost 50 years, slowly converting and building up. But it's amazing. If you've never seen, just search up Utrecht, and you will see for yourself. But as we get under 20 kilometers to go, we better get ourselves set here. So there's the banner, and I think it's just about time we pull the team together, because we do have some sprint guys today, and I think we can definitely make something happen here. So let's go ahead and form up now. It's 18 kilometers to go to the end. A little bit of fatigue though, as there's certainly been some pace out there. So Cantor should be our guy from the looks of it. Not very high resistance, but is it going to be Banaszek? No, Brian. So it's definitely one thing I've noticed with these guys is they need a shorter sprint, just because lower resistance. Banaszek's okay in that department. And let's see, I think Logan Owen was the next guy, and then Ermino. Yeah, surprisingly, he's got a decent sprint on him. He's just very much into Mystique right now. Gassart's not going to last very long, so let's go ahead and use Sepkus's gel now, because I think Ermino is going to be out of energy before he ever really gets up there. Or not Ermino, but Gassart.
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up. A rider has just suffered a puncture. Some riders are being left behind.
Alright, finally we're starting to emerge at the front. And there's actually a rider, Lars Boom, going for the long range. It's not going to work though, just because we were ready for it. Here comes Sepkus, his turn now. Let's put him up to a 96. Perfect timing, as he just started to get the effect of the energy gel. Ermino, going to use his now. I'm trying to time it better. I think I've been late on a lot of those. Okay, under 12k to go, and Sepkus nearly done with his turn. Ermino, see? Oh, it's just kicking in. So, I think that from now on, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go gel, and then let the next person start. Let's stick with the 96 for now, I think. We still have 10k to go and 5 guys to make it happen.
Only 10 kilometers left.
We've split the field up. It's down to 42 riders, and a lot of riders are having difficulty keeping up, so we're inflicting plenty of damage, especially when they're riding alone.
The riders are closing on the last 8 kilometers of the stage, which will most likely end up in a mass sprint.
Logan Owen. Oh, see, his hasn't even kicked in yet. Okay, so we'll get Banaszek going, and then Logan Owen. He's going to take over, and I'm getting nervous. I got 4 guys, 7.4k. I mean, that's nearly 2 kilometers for each rider. It's a bit much. Uh-oh. Wow, look at these guys going.
And he spurts away from the group. He's going for victory. 5 kilometers to the finish line.
Sprint train coming up on my right. Teams are really going for it today. Again, Banaszek not making it, and I've got 4k to go. I'm down to 3 riders, so actually that's better than where we were on that matter. Okay, we'll get Brian ready, and then now my problem here is I'm still stuck at a 96, but I think I can go 97 now with Banaszek. We are not in the best position here, but these guys all trying to win from the break. Okay, let's get Cantor ready. And Banaszek now pushing to 98, so now we're really starting to get some speed going. Banaszek also decent on resistance. And we need to make that a 99 here. And we need to now, in his final moment, make that a sprint. Now Brian, sprint. Ooh, just a little hump here. We're down to 600. So let's go ahead and sprint Cantor. Stay on with Brian. Brian's in a better position. I think he's going to get it. Or will he? Right side there. It's so close. Brian for the win. Crater takes second. Cantor can't quite get over the top, but he does take third. That was tight for that 1, 2, 3. And we sandwich Crater there on the outside and get first and third. Miguel Bryan for the victory. Nicely done. Banaszek with a good lead out there in 11th. Banaszek with that little bit more stamina hangs on a bit longer. And that is a race that went well. That was super close. We're going to stay with this long enough to get the replay because there was very, very little in that. And you can see Cantor just about out of energy, and Brian did run out of energy at the finish line or just before, so he just hung on to that. I don't know if Raymond Crater was still coming himself because it looked like we were starting to gain on him, or at least Cantor certainly was.
Now for the race highlights.
Those guys all bursting past. There we go, coming down to the finish, but this is not the best angle here. Pushing through, Cantor coming through right side. There's Brian in the middle. They're on the left side, our left side, right at the edge. Oh, that's so close. All three within less than half a bike length. Throw for the line. This should be a good angle for us. This is from Brian. This is Brian. That's Banachek with the lead out. That's Cantor behind him. Here we go. Brian pushing. See, he's got those guys in front of him, so it's almost like an additional lead out. There's number one on the right side. He'll be second, and okay, that was a little more than I thought. He's got about half a wheel. I think he won it by about half a wheel. Here's the guy near side, not the best angle. Yeah, I think just under half a wheel, and then about half a bike length to Cantor. There you go, first and third. And this is not like my 2018 career mode where we built a sprint team first and foremost. This team, much better, has punchy climbers, and decent overall climbers, and sprint was more of an afterthought. So, I'm looking at Brian here. Certainly not a bad rider, but his average, just a 69. Cantor, just a 71. He is a little bit better. He's a decent sprinter. It was just a little too late for him to go. But he went at 600 meters and barely had any red left. He's got that low resistance, that resistance of a 65. He needs to go late. Otherwise, he runs out of energy. So it is a difficult task for Cantor. And Brian, even though his resistance is 62, he had that +1 on the day, and that really helped. Banachek, a bit better with that resistance, but not as good of a sprinter, and he's a 70, and that's my three main guys right there in the sprint. That's about all we've got. Well, that is all we've got in the sprint. Not a big race, not an important race, but a win's a win. Take a look here real quick. Prize money. Yeah. We get first and third, and that's all we got. Last one paid even better. That one didn't pay very well at all. So taking a quick glance. There we go. Season. That's how we're looking at so far. So Cantor top 10 in the Continental standings. Logan Owen in 12th. Brian in 21st. Narvaez in 13th. Evenepoel in 16th. Sepp Kuss in 23rd. So we are... Gosh, that would be nice if they actually did something good there. Wow, we've only had 3 victories. So that was only the 3rd victory of the season. In fact, Cantor hasn't even won a race, even though he's in the top 10. So Brian getting the win there. That could upset Max Cantor a little bit, as he is yet to score a victory this season. Narvaez and Sepp Kuss and Evenepoel, the obvious leaders, but at 72, I mean, it's not like they're amazing or anything, but I think we're well on our way to breaking into Pro Continental next season, especially with the kind of results we've had this year. And if we can at least get a positive, what was the increase that we'd be looking at? 12,000 for each level. Actually, 13 for the top level. That pushed us to 125. Next race. Pretty much same team heading out. Few changes. We're looking at 35 and Sun. What is wrong? Is that too hot? That's not too hot. Not sure why everybody's taking a -1 on if it's sunny. Right? That should be like 70s Fahrenheit. I don't remember the full conversion off the top of my head, but I find it very odd that we're taking a -1 for weather. Anyway, 160 kilometers, mostly flat. Looks like this is, yeah, it's urban. 46 kilometers to go. Going at ×4 speed, so we're moving pretty quickly right now. Pretty straightforward action. Breakaway group 1 minute ahead, so we could likely see them split here in just a little bit. 6 riders in that group. There's 1 rider off the back, but that is because of they had a puncture, or they fell, and wrong timing, too much pressure in the field. So there is a little climb here. We're going up it right now. Take another view here. You can see, yeah, it's just a little hill. It's not much to it. We're already peeking out right now. But it does hit 5 degrees at one point, so it will affect the climbing, and that'll affect the team a little bit as we are now down inside 30k to go. We're going to speed it up for a little bit longer. It's not yet time to set up. There will definitely be some damage done, though, on that little undulation next time we go through it. There's a breakaway group almost caught now. And we're down to 21k. We're going to take it down to about 19, I think, especially with that uphill section. There we go, 18 and a half. That's good. Now, this time compared to last, I have more riders in the favorites list. Cantor was the only one last time out. Ooms on good condition today, actually looking pretty good. He's got somewhat of a sprint, I suppose. He's kind of our 4th guy. More of a puncher, but he is a little bit of a sprinter. Okay, so Cantor. Oh, Brian's looking good. Alright, so Cantor's going to follow Brian. Brian's going to follow Banishek. So definitely follow Ooms. And then Barta just zeros today. Got McNulty here, and then Vashek. McNulty, let's go ahead and use your gel. Vashek, we're going to use your gel, and Vashek's going to take us up at about a 93. All you guys are on the right side, so why don't you take the right side? There we go.
That's the end of the breakaway.
Breakaway group caught. And we're not the only ones trying to push things here. Vashek's still not triggering. Kind of waiting for that, and then I'll have him step it up.
15 kilometers remaining.
There we go. 96 the rest of his time. We're about to hit that undulation, so that's actually good with Brandon McNulty going to the front. Let's take you to a 96, though. Oh, Barta, get you ready. Let's go 95. Now we're starting to open things up here. Barta's going to be another good one for the top of this because his hills rating is so nice. 95. Don't kill everybody going up the top. 10K to go. And now we're starting to see those splits. There we go. Ah, gosh, I keep forgetting. I want to do it at the same time.
While the pack is getting close to the finish line, everybody seems to agree that the stage will be won in a sprint.
Okay, Barta's gotten us over the top. We have not turned this corner yet. There we go. Now Barta running out of energy. Get Ooms going at a 96. And then Banashek. That leaves me 4 guys, 8K. So that's 2K per. But we're going to get this downhill. So actually, we're going to start speeding it up. So Ooms going to push a 98 here. We're still ultimately on the flat right now, though. There we go. Now it's above 3 degrees, so we're getting a little bit of downhill. Wow, look at that. Barta McNulty staying here. Brian, let's use your gel. Ooms, go 98. I mean 99. Alright, Banajek, 2.8K. Definitely 99s from here. And Cantor.
And there goes the mad burst for the
Wow, these guys are already... Okay, 1.7. Yeah, okay. Banajek, you're going to sprint. Banajek. There you go, sprint. Get Brian ready here, 1.3K. We are not in the best position. We're on the outside. 1.1. Brian's going to sprint now. And 0.4, that's too short. Cantor's got nowhere to go, so it's definitely going to come down to Brian. And Brian, because of that corner and everything, didn't use his energy. Can he come through? Oh, he got blocked. Brian got blocked by LeCunff, who ends up winning. So LeCunff comes across Brian and blocks his attack. Cantor was blocked behind Brian and LeCunff and Banajek. So we never got clear. So we only get 4th and 5th and 6th. So 4, 5, 6. Still not a terrible result, I suppose, but definitely could have been more to that. If I'd known there was a right-hander right before, I wouldn't have had my guys on the left side. I would have tried to work my position to the right so we would have had more space to work with, but... Not an awful result. I mean, 2 guys inside the top 5, 3 in the top 10, and 1 more in the top 15. It's worth a few points, but... Yeah, unfortunately, LeCunff just came right across us there. Right as Brian was making a surge. He was not going to win that, but he definitely could have gotten ahead of Tronson, maybe Toto. Definitely Tronson, though. I mean, Tronson was fading. Yeah. Look at that. Just a 69, a 70, a 67 top speed. He blocked us, that's all. Those guys went all super early, and then they blocked the road. So we were coming with the head of steam, but couldn't. There was nowhere to go. So that one a bit disappointing. Doesn't look bad overall, but for what could have been, a bit disappointing. Alright, we've got another one, International Tour of Roads. This is a 3-day race here, going along with the other one we had. So we're going to have a sprint first. That's a sprint. Okay. That's some serious climbing for a sprint. I wouldn't call that a mountain stage, even though, I mean, that one's obviously a mountain, but it's so early in the stage, it should be fairly relaxed. Should be. Okay. Sprint. Bit of climb there at the end, though. And Banachek, Cantor are both there, but not all of our sprinters, so bringing 2 sprinters to the party. Should be okay for this one. Craters here again. Whitbert. Cantor and Banachek both there in the favorites. Ooh, another Yates. Theodore. And there's Tronson. Edge of the favorites. So we'll see if we can get some revenge on him in this one. But 3 stages, we're definitely not going to squeeze 3 stages into this episode. I am a little bit on the short side, but if you hadn't heard it from one of my other videos, I've actually been sick here these last few weeks. Last few days, and I had no voice at all, and it's just now finally getting okay, coming back to me. But just because it's coming back to me doesn't mean I'm totally in the clear just yet. So I'm going to cut this one a little bit short and go ahead and call that one an episode. Not everything went according to plan, but we do get 1 victory, and every single race was a top 5 result. So can't complain too much. And we are over 100 points clear of Cofidis in the Continental rankings. Of course, the one for me that matters is the Super Prestige, where we are inside the top 20. That is pretty crazy. Yes, Cofidis is above us, but that's probably because they're doing higher profile races than we are. Results aren't quite there for them, which is why they're down on Continental, but they're picking up points where it matters. But we're almost 500 now. That's pretty dang good. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.